So the Division 2, for those who aren't aware, is I guess you'd describe it as a loot shooter. So you'll just a third-person shooter. You'll do missions, go around this world, collect stuff, upgrade your level, get skills, get perks, and put it into your character. And after about 30, 40, 50 hours, you'll still hopefully be playing and shooting things and killing things. So it's a repetitive shooter. It's always got that kind of cycle of, I don't want to call it grinding in this instance because everything's been fine so far, but it's you shoot, you gain XP, you go up a level, but then you want the other stuff and you go up and up and up and up.
Do you do missions?
Yeah, so Division 2 is set in Washington DC. The original was obviously set in New York, which I thought was interesting because I think New York is probably more appealing to a lot of people. It's seen as like the city of America, New York, really, whereas I know Washington's got the White House and the Pentagon and all that sort of stuff, but it seemed to me before I played the Division 2 to be a bit more blander than New York, but in actual fact, it's probably maybe my favourite kind of loot shooter world or area, I guess.
Is it more dynamic, would you say, then?
The thing is, when I'm playing the Division 2, there's always stuff going on. There's always something happening. I thought when I first started playing it, once I got away from the White House and got to the actual city part, I thought, here we go. It's just going to be a road, a couple of overturned cars. I'll go down the next street and it'll be the same thing. Oh, look, there's a park. Oh, look, there's a stray dog.
Yeah.
Oh, look, things are just repeating. But there's loads of nooks and crannies where I'm finding loot in the most randomest of places. There's these collectibles that are helping me to improve my character that I'm finding. The side mission. Let me just stop actually, because I'm not going to talk about the side missions and the missions, because there's obviously these random sort of, I don't know what you would call it, encounters or something that happens, and they just happen at just the most randomest times, and it just always makes me feel like when I'm playing, I kind of need to be on my toes. For example, I finished quite a big mission. It was quite tough, the ending.
Yeah.
I did not even get out of the mission area, and there was like a group of 5 enemies from the hyena group that were, kind of patrolling. And I was like, well, I've got to take them out, otherwise I'm stuck in here. And then I'm straight again into the firefight of, I need to do this. But it's not to the point where it's annoying. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
But I feel like there's always something going on within Washington.
It feels actually like a city.
It feels like a city that has had an apocalypse, and the survivors and the groups are trying to do stuff. And, I mean, the actual story of the main missions is very forgettable. I could care less really about what's going on. Truth be told, I don't even know why I'm doing half the stuff I'm doing, but the missions are fun.
But you're enjoying it, yeah.
Yeah. It's and funny enough, where I have had these server errors, the game is very good, in my experience, of putting you back where you were.
Yeah, it's not taking you too far back or anything, has that ever?
So I actually did a little test as well earlier. I played halfway through a main mission, and I thought, right, I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to see where it puts me back, and it put me back right where I was.
Yeah.
So the game does a very good job of pacing out its gunfights during a mission, side mission or a main mission. So it's very good. It's a very, very good game.
Obviously, it's one of those always online, isn't it? So how does that play out? Do you see many people around, or do you kind of just keep yourself to yourself? Or
I haven't seen too many people at the minute.
No. Have you gone to the dark zone?
Not yet.
No.
I've not been to the dark zone just yet. I have unlocked it, but I've not been there yet. So we'll see how that goes.
Maybe you should stream when you do that.
Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, the world feels alive. One of the things that people say about loot shooters like Destiny and Anthem and the original Division is lacking content. This in my dozen hours so far is not lacking.
It's quite rich
content. It's quite rich with content. Yeah. It's quite rich with life.
I played a bit of the beta, and I instantly thought there's so much going on.
And there's already a plan of further content coming. The season pass is not really for the bulk of the content that's coming, which is fantastic. So, and the gameplay's fun. The gunplay is responsive. There's a couple of things though. I wish this game had stealth, or was better at stealth.
because it has stealth to an extent, doesn't it?
There's so many times where I wish I could just go into an area and almost pick people off one by one.
Yeah, there's no like silenced gun or like melee, is there?
Yeah, there's no proper, silent melee or anything like that. I wish I could do that, but maybe it was a bit too difficult to implement.
I mean, there is a lot going on, as you said. So.
Yeah, in an always online world. So, and the other thing as well is the AI are challenging. They always try and flank you as well. Like you really sometimes have to outthink, and if you're in the wrong position in a gunfight, you just, that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
You might as well say goodbye. So it's quite, it's challenging, but it's good challenging, because most of the gunfights I've had and I've finished, there's a sense of accomplishment there of, yeah, do you know what? That was kind of tough, but I did it.
And that's what you want, really. Going back a little bit, you said that the world feels like it's alive. Would you say that it's kind of reactive, the world around you, to what's going on in the missions, maybe? To what you're doing?
What do you mean?
Or does it react to how you're playing and what you're doing at all?
I don't think so.
No?
I think it's just some kind of random things
So it's on random loops almost.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's like scripted in... Well, it's obviously... I wouldn't even say it's scripted, really. It just kind of happen. Things just kind of happen.
It doesn't feel like it's a scripted kind of events happening, but it's also not responding to the characters.
No, I mean, obviously there's sort of set locations, like control points where, these are the control points. So when the player comes near it, then obviously it acts like that. But the random stuff is pretty much just random. The random small...
What's your favourite sort of random thing that's happened that you've had to do?
Oh, blimey, that's put me on the spot. I have no idea. I have no idea. To be honest, just generally playing the game.
Yeah.
And not, I know, for example, if I'm going from point A to point B, the likelihood is I'm not going to get there without something happening.
What are some of the somethings that happen? Is it just literally people shooting, or is there like other stuff?
Yeah, it's just encountering enemies, really.
Yeah, so you've not had to do anything different.
Not really. It's kind of what I mentioned earlier. It's encountering enemies. It's finding little bits and pieces. It's
because I had some when I played the beta. I had like a little thing, like random thing that happened, and had to save someone. Was the random thing.
Oh yeah. But I mean, that's at the end of the day, whatever you do, it's still shooting enemies.
Oh yeah, I mean it was still. I just wondered if there was like little things like that in the main thing.
Yeah, read my review for more.
There is a piece on the site already, isn't there, about your first impressions of the Division 2? So if you do want to see Craig's initial feelings, go over to pausregime.com, have a read of that if you're still questioning what's going on and want to read it. Yeah. But generally positive.
Very positive. I would say
better than expected.
Definitely better than expected. I mean, I was quite looking forward to it anyway, but it's better than expected, and I think it might be the best launch of this type of game so far, because it's definitely got a more impressive start than Destiny 2, Anthem. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but I guess the original Division.
I was going to say the original.
I still feel like I'm forgetting one, but yeah, I would say it's one of the most impressive, if not the most impressive, one of these to come out.
And you haven't found that the error code you were getting has affected you too much?
No, I know there is a big bug with one of the skills at the minute, although I think that has been fixed today. So by the time this goes live,
there was an update today, wasn't there?
Yeah. So it's the case with all of these always online games. There's going to be small bugs and stuff that affects some of the players and stuff like that. So, but hopefully they'll be fixed over time, if not now.
Yeah, that's good. What's it out on? Where can people play it?
PC, PS4, and Xbox One.